So it's a big day today in the BJP camp as the party is set to get a new national president after 6 years. The much delayed election for the BJP national president's post is set to take place over the next 2 days, with the BJP national working president Nitin Nabin set to file his nomination for the post of the national president. At the moment, it appears that he will be the sole candidate for the post of national president, which may then negate the need for an election altogether. So let's tell you what's expected over the next 2 days. A notification has already been released which lays out a 2-day schedule for the elections, and the entire process will take place at the party headquarters in national capital. The electoral list consists of 5,708 Nirvachak Mandal members, and the nomination process will take place between 2 to 4 p.m. today. The scrutiny of nomination papers will take place from 4 to 5 this evening, after which the returning officer will brief the media. The polls, if needed, will be held between 11:30 a.m. and 1:30 tomorrow. Let me introduce JVC Sriram, political strategist, joining us on the broadcast. We also have Amit Kumar, my colleague. Let's first listen into a reaction coming in before we open this up for discussion.
हर स्टेट से 20 लोग प्रपोजर होते हैं जो नेशनल काउंसिल और स्टेट काउंसिल के मेंबर होते हैं। मिनिमम 5 स्टेट, उससे ज्यादा कितनी भी हो सकती है जिन स्टेट्स के इलेक्शंस हो गए। फर्स्ट स्टेट में संसदीय जो दल है हमारा, संसदीय बोर्ड, उसके मेंबर होंगे। हाँ, 20 को डिक्लेरेशन होगा। अब उसमें प्रधानमंत्री जी मुझे लगता है आएंगे, पर आ भी सकते हैं, नहीं भी आ सकते, ये अलग विषय है। पर डिक्लेरेशन उस दिन होगा और आएंगे, मुझे लगता है प्रधानमंत्री जी आएंगे।
So now the question naturally arises, why exactly did the BJP put its weight behind Nitin Nabin, a leader who is only 45 years old and could be the first national president of the party to be born in the 1980s? Here's why Nitin Nabin rose to prominence in the BJP ranks and why the BJP has gone ahead with him. Let's take a look at why Nitin Nabin was chosen in the first place. Reason number one, he has electoral and administrative experience as well. Apart from that, promoting experienced regional leaders was the agenda and the reason behind him being chosen by the party. Number three, transition towards the next generation of leaders. That's also something that the BJP senior leaders kept in mind. Number four, boosts morale of young leaders within the party, gives a ray of hope for other young leaders that they could get this role and responsibility someday in the party. Reason number five, it helps BJP resonate with younger demographic. The focus is on the youth. Number six, it projects Nabin as face of Bihar BJP in the post-Nitish era. Remember, he's a 4-time MLA from Bihar. He's a young leader. So all these reasons have gone in his favor. Let me first go across to my colleague Amit, who's joining us from the news pit. Amit, जैसा कि मैं अभी बता रही थी, वजह क्या क्या रही? युवा नेता हैं, बिहार से आते हैं, और ये तमाम पैरामीटर्स हैं या फैक्टर्स हैं जो कि नेशनल प्रेसिडेंट चूज करते वक्त पार्टी के नेताओं ने ध्यान में रखा।
देखिए, मुझे लगता है कि सबसे बड़ी बात की 45 साल की बीजेपी है और अध्यक्ष जो है वो भी 45 साल का है। सबसे बड़ा फोकस जो था कि जब प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ये कहते हैं कि लाल किले से कि हमको अगले कुछ सालों में 1 लाख यूथ को जोड़ना है और वो अलग अलग फील्ड से होंगे, तो अगर युवाओं को आप पार्टी में जोड़ने की बात कर रहे हैं, पॉलिटिक्स में आने की बात कर रहे हैं, तो एक युवा चेहरा सामने होना चाहिए। दूसरी बात की अगर आप देखिए तो ये जो कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स के दौर में ऐसे नितिन नबीन जो है वो ऐसी जात से आते हैं जिनका कोई पॉलिटिकली बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग होल्ड नहीं है, वो पॉलिटिकली बहुत ज्यादा उनको अगर देखिए तो कास्ट समाज जो है मुश्किल से 1% तक होंगे, लेकिन इसके बावजूद उनको बनाया गया क्योंकि एक युवा चेहरा सामने लाना था जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम कर चुके हैं, जो कि वो अपने को प्रूव कर चुके हैं कि वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम करके संगठन, क्योंकि अगर आप 2047 की बात करते हैं, विकसित भारत की बात करते हैं, तो ऐसा लीडर चाहिए जो भविष्य में लीडरशिप दे सके। तो उसमें ये है, इन्होंने संगठन में छत्तीसगढ़ में जिस तरह से काम किया, युवा मोर्चा से हैं, तो मुझे लगता है कि युवाओं के लिए एक बड़े मैसेज है। और दूसरी बात, पार्टी के उन छोटे कार्यकर्ताओं के लिए मैसेज है जो कि आप कह सकते हैं कि पोस्टर चिपकाते हैं, दरी बिछाते हैं, युवा हैं, वो भी भविष्य में पार्टी के सर्वोच्च पद तक जा सकता है। मुझे लगता है बीजेपी इसीलिए जो कहती है कि हम दूसरे पार्टियों से अलग है, उसकी वजह यह है कि एक छोटा कार्यकर्ता भी उच्च सर्वोच्च पद पर बैठ सकता है। नितिन नवीन से पहले अमित शाह को आपने देखा, उससे पहले नितिन गडकरी को देखा, कोई किसी फैमिली बैकग्राउंड से नहीं है, लेकिन वो उस पद पर पहुंचे जहां पर पार्टी
परिवार मायने नहीं रखता, आपका एक्सपीरियंस मायने रखता है, और जो कार्यकर्ता हैं, यंग कार्यकर्ता हैं, उनको एक संदेश भी जाता है. इट गिव्स देम अ रे ऑफ होप कि कल के दिन हो सकता है आपको भी ये पद इस पार्टी में मिले. लेट मी गो अक्रॉस टू JVC Sriram as well. Amit, please stay on with us. JVC, the BJP has now mastered the art of surprises.
Absolutely. It came as a bolt from the blue because nobody expected that Nitin Nabin's name would come out. It came out. But I think, there is a reason behind it. How many people in this country, politicians in this country, who are less than 50 years old, but has got experience of being a 5-time MLA, being a minister, having turned around a tough state like Chhattisgarh, having run the Yuva Morcha in the state. So, they're less than 50 years old and ticks all the boxes. Now, that's a big thing. And that's the reason why he probably had been zeroed in upon. Because party today wants to move on towards a generational change. Because Gen Z politics is going to happen. And you need an urban phase also. And compare and contrast that with Congress party. Congress party rejected in Suave Sashi Tharoor and elected an 80-plus Karge, while BJP chooses a 40-plus president. Now, this is the contrast in chalk and cheese. So, because today the politics in India is moving more towards the urban side. We can say that it is rural-urban. Even rural is becoming more and more start behaving in an urban manner.
Yes.
So as a result, on social media is becoming important. And you need an young phase. And all the boxes this young gentleman ticks.
Absolutely.
And that is the reason why. And that too somebody born in 80s, not in 60s and 70s. So the party is going in for a massive generational change.
Massive generational change. Also, this drive of decentralization is something, that gives every karyakarta an opportunity to rise to the top. That's what the BJP, I believe, is telling the karyakartas through this. JVC, stay on with us. Let's also listen into some reactions coming in.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी में सत्ता से अधिक संगठन को महत्व दिया जाता है और पार्टी के सभी कार्यकर्ता संगठन के नियमों का पूरा पालन करते हैं. आज सभी स्टेट से हमारे डेलीगेशन आएंगे जो कि हमारे स्टेट काउंसिल हैं और वो सब आकर अपना नॉमिनेशन जिसको वो चाहते हैं उनका देंगे और उसके बाद हमारे जो चुनाव अधिकारी हैं, राष्ट्रीय चुनाव अधिकारी शाम को घोषणा करेंगे कितने नॉमिनेशन और क्या प्रक्रिया रहेगी. तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी का संविधान लिखा हुआ है जिसका अक्षर से पालन होता है और इसीलिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी बाकी पार्टियों से डिफरेंट है.
देखिए, नवीन जी हमारे बहुत वरिष्ठतम नेता हैं, आज हमारे कार्यकारी अध्यक्ष हैं. आज विधिवत रूप से वो नामांकन करेंगे और संगठन की परंपरा के अनुसार मैं कह सकता हूं कि हमेशा निर्विरोध रूप से हमारे यहाँ चयन हुआ है, उसी परंपरा का निर्वाह आज भी होगा.
आपको लगता है यही कारण है कि भाजपा डिफरेंट है और पार्टी से कि संगठन हो?
देखिए, हम संगठन आधारित दल है, कार्यकर्ता आधारित पार्टी है और सभी कार्यकर्ता मनोभाव के साथ, एकाग्रता के साथ और संगठन के नेतृत्व में हर निर्णय के साथ खड़ा रहता है.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ट्रेडिशनली कैडर बेस्ड पार्टी है. आज कैडर के अंदर से ही फिर एक बार नए अध्यक्ष का कल चुनाव होने वाला है. हम पूरा एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं, पूरे देश भर के कैडर भी एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं यूनानिमसली चुनाव हो. नया नेतृत्व बिहार जैसे बड़ा प्रांत से पहली बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी बनने के बाद अध्यक्ष बन रहे. ये बिहार के लिए भी हो, पूरे पार्टी के यंग लीडरशिप नेतृत्व करने वाला है.
So the message is for Generation Z. It's for the young leaders of the party. And in fact, Nitin Nabin, a young leader, has some big shoes to fill once he eventually does take over as the BJP president. His predecessors have all been senior leaders in the party and have all served in the Modi cabinet. Nitin Nabin would be one of the first regional leaders as well, who will be thrust almost immediately into the national picture. Here's a look at the storied past of this position. Let's take a look at the netas who have been national presidents of the Bharatiya Janata Party and how their tenure contributed to strengthening the party. Nitin Gadkari, he was the national president from 2009 to 2013, strengthened party after 2 Lok Sabha defeats, and his tenure focused on organizational restructuring. Let's now move on and talk about Rajnath Singh. So Rajnath Singh was at this position from 2013 to 2014, just a year. And at the helm, when the BJP ousted UPA government in 2014, he is the one who backed Narendra Modi as PM candidate amid the opposition. And after Rajnath Singh, of course, the reins were taken over by Amit Shah from 2014 to 2020. He converted BJP into a formidable election machine, led BJP to its biggest Lok Sabha poll victory in the year 2019. And after Amit Shah, it was Mr. JP Nadda who became the party president from 2020 to 2026. He is known for tough crisis management and political acumen as well. He led BJP to a series of wins after 2024 Lok Sabha slump. Let's go back to JVC, who continues to be with us on the broadcast. JVC, we're talking about the stalwarts of the party, the leaders who were part of the Modi cabinet as well, who were given the reins of the party as the national presidents. But here is a fairly young Neta who, like I said, has big shoes to fill. But the party is clear that it wants to reach out to Generation Z. And more than that, future ready. That's what the BJP is looking at.
Yeah, they want to be future ready. And more importantly, you need to understand, as far as public is concerned, even somebody like Devendra Fadnavis, today is a very tall leader. But when he became the chief minister, not everybody naturally knew him. Even Nitin Gadkari, he was a minister, a highway minister in Maharashtra government of BJP and Shiv Sena during the 90s. And when he became the president, he was an RSS person, but he was not widely known in the country. But what BJP does is it brings a person who's probably not in the spotlight and gives him the charge. And there is I think, the organization runs on system. This is not an organization. BJP is not an organization which runs on individuals' whims and fancies. I think there are systems and procedures and processes which are well laid out. There are parivar groups which are there. So a president would have to follow certain protocols and processes. And this is a well-oiled machinery, particularly after 2014 Lok Sabha elections. I think there is no experimentation as far as a person is concerned. The person needs to follow the process, person needs to follow the protocol, and the person needs to follow the system. And those are the people who would be successful as presidents. Even state presidents we have found. When we found that certain state presidents were not following those protocols, probably they had to be changed. But here, the systems are very clear. So Nitin Nabin has been given a task and would have been by now, in the last 1 month, would have been briefed on what is the kind of things which they're expecting from Nitin Nabin. Absolutely. And what is the kind of support. Yeah.
So when you say what they're expecting, let's also talk about the challenges. And as we speak, JVC, there are live visuals coming in from the BJP headquarters. The nomination process will take place between 2 to 4 and the top netas have started arriving. We're looking at the live visuals as well. Let's talk about the challenges. The new BJP president will have his own set of challenges to handle. And for a young leader like Nitin Nabin, it will be interesting to watch how he navigates through these challenges, while also keeping in mind the need to keep the young leaders as well as the experienced veterans in the party motivated. So he'll have to strike a balance between the experienced leaders and the young dynamic leaders of the party. What are the challenges in front of Nitin Nabin? Strengthen relations between BJP and RSS. Lead party in crucial 2026-2027 assembly polls. There are a lot of state elections that are coming up. Prepare for 2027 census and caste enumeration as well. Number 4, navigate the contentions delimitation exercise. Number 5, implementing women quota in Lok Sabha and assemblies. Number 6, push for government's One Nation, One Poll initiative. Ready strategy. Work on the strategy in the build-up to the 2029 Lok Sabha election. So these are the challenges in front of Nitin Nabin. Let's go back to JVC, who continues to be with us on the broadcast. There are upcoming elections, state elections, where the BJP so far has not been able to establish its government in terms of a massive mandate. So West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, these are key states where Nitin Nabin will have to work on a strategy that strengthens the BJP.
Absolutely. I think, there are 12 elections. In the next 24 months, there are going to be 12 elections. assembly elections, and 12 of them each one of them is going to be a tough election. The first set, Bengal, I wouldn't say it's going to be easy for BJP. In fact, TMC is going to win the election. I can take the call right away. Puducherry, in all probability, BJP would be losing an incumbent government. Kerala, they could just open the account, not more than that. Assam is the only state where they're assured of a victory. And Tamil Nadu, they are a minor player. It's the AIADMK which has to steer through. So these kind of challenging times, how, in spite of a defeat in Bengal, how the party president is going to stay, inspired, that's going to be a big question mark. But before that comes a very important thing. That is setting up the organization. Because he will have a new team of Yuva Morcha presidents, Mahila Morcha president, all India level. And so that is going to be another thing. But the good thing about BJP is the loyalty is not towards the person. The loyalty is always towards the chair. When the loyalty is towards the chair, everybody works in sync. But what is going to be important is to have, as you rightly mentioned, mix of youth and experience. Because you cannot have a team which has got 30s and 40s age and ask them to lead. Because BJP has got a huge amount of tall leaders and senior leaders who got big experience. And more importantly, rightly mentioned, the relationship between the party and the Parivar, the Sangh Parivar organization, how well he is able to run that. Because we saw in 2024 in Lok Sabha election that it was an open secret when JP Nadda said we are outgrown RSS, we don't need their support. And then what happened in places like Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra. And then how RSS reached out to BJP within a few months' time, and how the turnaround happened in Haryana and Maharashtra, Delhi, and so on and so forth. So the relationship between BJP and RSS is extremely crucial because they are interdependent and they need each other for each other's survival.
Absolutely.
If BJP thinks that it has outgrown RSS, then there is a challenge which is waiting for them in Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. So at the same time, RSS, if they think that we can stay quiet, we can stay aloof from BJP and let people decide, then what happened in 2020?
It's a symbiotic relationship. It's a symbiotic relationship, and Nitin Nabin, of course, will have to ensure that things are coordinated well between the RSS and the BJP and the functioning is smooth. But, this also sends out a message about diversity when it comes to leadership. In terms of young dynamic leaders, that is being reflected across the states where the BJP is ruling, and now as the national president as well. Gives more power to regional faces. It's not like power is now only in hands of a few who come from a particular family or a particular state. Diversity is the key message.
Diversity is a very important message. And most importantly, one more thing you need to look at. He's a caste neutral leader because he comes from the numerically insignificant and the dominance is absolutely not there because caste, I think so, upper caste. So this is absolutely caste neutral because I think BJP must have made these calculations that we do not want to probably promote any person who's aligned to a powerful, influential, numerically strong, dominant caste. No, we don't want to do that. We want to go with somebody who is seen as a caste neutral and caste will not come into the picture and role in the future decisions because that's going to be, and he comes from a numerically inferior caste from a caste-dominated state. Look at the paradox here. The Bihar is completely caste-driven. And in that caste-driven state, they've picked up a man who is considered to be caste-neutral and numerically absolutely small and absolutely non-dominant caste. So, and also they're not rewarding any parivar. Because if you take the case of any other party, the party's president's position is assigned to a particular family. You take DMK. After Stalin, it will be Udayanithi Stalin. After Udayanithi Stalin, it will be Inbanidhi Stalin. After Inbanidhi Stalin, Stalin's son will come. So it is going to be another, for another 100 years, who is going to be the president from that party. You take the case of Samajwadi Party, you take the case of any other party. All the regional parties have now become parivar parties. And Congress Party unfortunately chose an 80-plus-year-old man when they could have actually chosen Shashi Tharoor, who has a hold.
The party stays united when the leaders and Karyakartas are united. And such a move could breathe new energy into the Karyakartas, giving them hope, like we've been discussing, hope that they have an opportunity as well to make it to the top. JVC, stay on with us. We have some breaking inputs coming in. And ahead of the party president nomination for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Congress has mocked BJP's poll process. Pawan Kheda says party president announced before elections. Nitin Nabin, of course, is the working president of the BJP. He's going to file his nomination. The process will happen between 2 to 4 p.m. And Pawan Kheda is mocking this process. He says the party president has been announced before the elections. We'll get you more reactions on that. For the moment, we're slipping into a very short break. GVC, stay on with us.